Bhagwatam, Skanda-3, Volume-3 or Canto-3, Chapter-12, Sloka-47 onwards. Brahmaji is explaining us in detail how he created everything step by step from within himself, from his mouth, from his skin, from his bones, from his hair. Everything Brahmaji has created. So now in this shloka, and this is being explained by sage Matireyaji to Vidurji. So here Matireyaji is telling, the consonants came from the Lord Brahmaji's consciousness, whereas the vowels came from his body. His senses create the sibilant alphabets, that is the sh, sa, ha. While his physical strength goes by the name of the semi-vowels or semi-consonants, that is ya, ra, la, va in Hindi alphabets and y, w in English. And the 7 notes of music emerge from his recreational playtimes. So even the alphabets or Varnamala has been created from Brahmaji. Brahmaji has created all those things from his body, from his senses, from his bodies, from his consciousness, from his physical strength. Okay, then I turn.
Yeah, so in this shloka has been said that everything has been created. Matireyaji has been saying that everything has been created from his hair to his body, even the alphabets and the 7 notes of music.
Wow, very nice. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
very nice student.
Next shloka 48. Hey holy sage, Lord Brahmaji is the personal manifestation of the Supreme Lord Himself. He is the source of sound and knowledge and is beyond the definition of manifested and unmanifested. Lord Brahmaji possesses all the energies of Supreme Lord. It is only the Supreme Lord Himself who is beyond Lord Brahmaji. So, what actually it has been said, Lord Brahmaji is very much similar to Lord Supreme Lord, but Supreme Lord is way beyond than Lord Brahmaji. So Lord Brahmaji has the same qualities of the Supreme Lord because it is the immediate manifestation of the Supreme Lord. And He is also way beyond what we know. And Supreme Lord is also way beyond than Lord Brahmaji what we know. Are you able to understand? Here it has been said the glory of Brahmaji. It has been said about his what we say his power, his divine, how powerful Lord Brahmaji is, and what is the position Brahmaji holds in the company of the Supreme Lord. In a very simple language.
Me?
Yes, Tapasya.
So, ma'am, it is said how Brahmaji was created. It was right after Lord Shri Krishna came to the universe, he created Lord Brahmaji. So it is like Lord Brahmaji and Lord Shri Krishna the same similarities, but then it is since it is because that Brahmaji is the immediate person right after Lord Shri Krishna. As we know that even Brahmaji is beyond us, but then Lord Shri Krishna is way beyond Brahmaji and us.
Thank you. Now Shloka 49 to 52 is together, but still I'll try to split it. Hey Vidurji, after Lord Brahmaji gave up his former body, which had desires, that became a fog of darkness. So Brahmaji has gave up his former body because it had desires. So Brahmaji didn't like it and he gave up that body. And what it became? It became a fog of darkness. He took up another body with the idea of expanding the creation. He absorbed that Marichi and the other saints were unable to expand the creations to a great level even though they had enough powers with them. So Marichi and other saints. You remember Brahmaji has created few saints and Marichi for the expansion of the creation. So Brahmaji was creating and giving the, like basically how the company grows. When there is a boss, he appoints a CEO, then CEO appoints more managers, managers appoint more officers then appoint for them helping people. Same way. It is the same process. Krishna ji has appointed Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji is been keep appointing other they and it is been said as God or demigods or celestial gods because they are all divine. So here Brahmaji has give up his previous body and now he is in another body and he is with the task of expansion, further expansion. Okay, we will stop till here. Okay, Kritika.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, so in this shloka has been said that say so Brahma he gave up his previous body which was full of ignorance and it had a lot of desires, so that became a cloud of ignorance in the world. So he gave up that body and he created a new body for himself without any desires. uh, his main idea was to make to expand the creation with the help of his new body. So, and he also realized that Sage Marichi and a few other sages were unable to expand creation even though they had all the powers within them. So, he wanted to, so the main reason he created another body was to expand creation, and his old body became a dark cloud of ignorance.
Thank you. So he thought within himself, oh, why is the creation not expanding even after doing lot of efforts? So the expansion was not happening according to the level what Brahmaji has thought. So he is having a thoughts in himself. Surely there must be some ill fate to this. While he was thinking this, his body was split into two. These two bodies were one of a lady and another of a man. The letter K is the name of the Lord Brahmaji, and therefore the body is known as Kaya. So Brahmaji was not able to understand that he has to create a man and a woman. So when he was having this thought, his body splitted into two. One was a lady and one was a man. Okay, so this is how we have male and female in this universe. So the male and female are in all the living beings, not just humans. So the letter K is in the name of the Lord Brahmaji. That is why it is known as Kaya.
So, ma'am, can you explain?
Wait, Nana,
Yes, ma'am.
please explain.
Yeah, so then when Brahmaji was thinking to create um, a man and a woman, he created. I forgot.
Okay, listen to Tapasya. Tapasya, please.
Yeah. So in this shloka it has been said that Lord Brahmaji was confused how to make a man or a man and a woman. So his body split into two, a man and a woman, and it and he was denoted by the letter K, which means Kaya. This one.
Very good. Okay, next shloka. The man's body was that of Swayambhu and the woman's body was of his queen Shatrupa. So man body was the Swayambhu and woman's body
Okay.
was queen Shatrupa.
Shadrupa. So,
There
ma'am, the
are
woman is Shadrupa and the man is Swayambhu.
Swayambhu. Thereafter, the expansion of
I
the.
have one question, ma'am.
Yeah,
Out of all names, why that name, ma'am?
it is the choice of the Supreme Lord.
Yeah, they should have named it something like Nana.
No idea. So now the expansion has started. After Swayambhu and the queen Shatrupa got married, the expansion started and they gave birth to 5 children. Nana, your turn.
So after the man and woman got created and they gave birth to 5 children.
What are the names of those man and women?
Um, Starts with an S, like
Ah,
which I forgot.
try.
Swayambhu and Shatrupa.
Yeah, Swayambhu and Shatrupa.
Thank you so much. Next shloka. Hey, the supreme among the saints, Vidurji. Of these 5 children, 2 were boys who were known as Privyarat and Uttanpad, and the other 3 were girls who were called Akuti, Devuti, and Prasuti. So they were 2 boys and 3 girls. Thereafter, Akuti was married to Ruchi Prajapati, whereas Devuti was married to Kardamji, and Parsuti was married to Daksh Prajapati. In this way, the creation started expanding. So, Brahmaji has created Prajapatis. So, what happened? Brahmaji was creating only the male, he forgot to create female. So, from where did he got the intuition to create the female? When he was having these thoughts that why expansion is not happening, something is there that I am lacking behind. That time Supreme Lord has helped him and he splitted his body into 2, and there came one girl and a boy. Then he understood, and then from here male and female started, no, they started taking birth, and as the female started taking birth, they were getting married to all the males. So Prajapatis were already born, remember, Prajapatis were already born. So now the daughters of Swayambhu are getting married to those Prajapatis, and now the proper expansion is happening. Okay, Kritika.
Ma'am, can I explain?
Please.
Ma'am, so then Swayambhu and ma'am, what is the female name?
Shatrupa.
And Shatrupa, they expanded the creation further. So they had 2 boys and 3 girls. So then after that, those 3 girls, they were married to the different Prajapatis that Lord Brahma had already created while he was only creating male. So that time he had created Prajapatis. So then these 3 girls were married to those Prajapatis, and then the creation further expanded.
Thank you so much. So with this ends the 25th, sorry, with this ends the 12th discourse in the book 3 of the great and glorious Bhagavad Puran, otherwise known as Paramahamsa Samhita. Okay.